Why does it feel like every time we can't play D? Why does it feel like Keon Ellis never plays? We can't fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to play defense? We can be free. We can't fix it if we never face it. Just give Keon some minutes, don't waste it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And that's my intro.
Wow, RT, let's go. Starting off the pod hot. That was a
Shout
good
out K-Pop Demon Hunters. I watched that last night.
Wow.
So good. If any of you guys have seen K-Pop Demon Hunters, holy crap. It is so good. It's not just singing. There's like an insane plot line. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it. Go watch K-Pop Demon Hunters.
Does the K stand for Keon Pop?
Yeah, it does.
He's in it, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't he make a cameo?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. And he's a demon hunter on defense.
Yeah. Well,
wow. A demon hunter on defense.
You didn't get a show today.
Nope.
Nope.
I'll say that right now.
Not until the fourth quarter.
I was shocked. We were at the game.
We were baffled.
I saw the Ace Spanish wrap around the knee. I was like, is he hurt? Check the injury report. He was fully healthy.
Yeah, he was healthy.
It's just funny where it's like, Doug Christie comes in wanting to make the team have that defensive character. But one of your most important defensive guys, outside of Keegan Murray, is just sitting with Ace Bandage. It's funny.
I mean, the guard that he would take minutes from would be Dennis, right? Because Dennis didn't have the best game. Because you're not sitting Russ. There's no way you're sitting Russ.
Don't you ever sit Russ.
Don't you ever sit Russ. Don't you ever sit Russ. Don't you ever sit
Get him some help. Somebody get Russ some help. Russ is our best player. Averaging triple-double. Wizards, Russ is back. Thunder, Russ is back. Rockets, Russ is back. Russell is back. But like, if you play Keon, one of the guards has to sit. And Dennis had a poor game today. So it's like, what's going on? What is Dennis giving you that Keon can't give you at that moment?
I think what Doug is trying to prioritize is ball movement, maybe, because like Dennis did not have any offensive game today. He was. What was he?
Well, you had 5 assists in that first quarter, though, right?
So it's like that's why he keeps him out there, is because he's
the offensive generator.
But Russ can give assists too. So it's not like you're taking Dennis out of the game and the ball movement stops. You still have playmakers on the court to get the ball moving.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, for sure. Because I think if you're gonna have Dennis and our GOAT out there, then I feel like that's just multiple ball handlers. And then if you take one guy that's not doing well, which in most cases, it will be Schroeder over Westbrook, because I don't ever see this guy having a bad game.
Nope.
Ever. So with that being said, I think Dennis Schroeder, when he's having those slumps offensively, you bring in a guy like Keon, but then maybe that's when Monk was coming in. And Monk's been playing great off the bench. We all knew this logjam was going to be a thing, but it's like Keon is known for his defense, and this is the game where you need to have a guy on the defensive end step up. And
I agree. But it's also the Thunder who play 2 bigs at a time, and you can't really run a super small lineup against that team, or else you'll get punished in the paint even more so than we did. So I can see why Keon, I guess, couldn't get more minutes just because we played such a big team.
But also Keon's not stopping Hartenstein. I will say that. So it's like Hartenstein freaking killed us tonight.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you have another guy who's 7 feet tall. So it's like,
what I'm saying is a guard needs to come out for Keon to play.
Exactly.
And Dennis could have been that guard tonight with, not that he was, I mean, he was still giving assists, like RT said, but he just he didn't have that scoring mentality. His defense was lacking. We saw him get blown by quite a few times.
Yeah, pretty early on. Too.
So it's
scoring mentality was never there.
I feel like that swap could have happened earlier than the fourth quarter.
I totally agree with you, and I think the whole fan base will agree with you, because I was getting text messages throughout the game saying like, "What's going on? Like, what's going on with Keon?" And I'm like, I wish I had the answers. I want Keon out there as much as the next person. We love Keon here. Keon, I waited in line at the Galleria to say hi to the man.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they have him a post game interview. What he's
honestly say. Like, from my point of view, we were sitting kind of above the bench tonight, and I was watching his I was looking at the body language, and I was seeing he didn't look too happy when he came in at the fourth quarter. Then they called an early timeout. He just didn't seem like.
I mean, who would be happy?
I know, and I saw Malik try to keep him motivated and everything. But obviously, Keon knows how important he is to the team. It sucks that he's not getting minutes out there, but that's what we signed up for when we have all these shooting guards. I mean, we knew it was going to be an issue. One of these guys was going to get the short end of the stick, and it's unfortunately this season it's been Keon. But let's talk about the good, because there was a lot of good in that first half.
Yeah.
We went down 11 in the first quarter, but then we climbed back. RT, what were your thoughts on Nick Clifford and Maxime Renault in that first quarter? Because I thought that was I was excited about it.
That was a bright moment. And when they were in there, they came in, we were down 7, right? And when they came in, they provided such a spark plug for our team that we ended up being up in the first quarter. I was like, hey, you know what? Malik Monk was 3 for 3 from downtown in the first quarter. Russell Westbrook, 3 for 4, 11 points. What a masterclass in that first quarter from Russ. But
unreal.
But I just want to mention, like I said, it was a great rebounding game for Renault, and I think it started right on that first corner where he was aggressive off the glass. He was getting involved in pick and rolls with Russell Westbrook a lot. We saw that Nick Clifford was making extra passes to Russ. There was one where he was on the wing, Russ was on the corner, and it was a wide open 3 for him, just making that extra pass. That's another guy, right, that could have been a player that could have played more over Dennis, because he gives you that playmaking ability at a 6'6" guard level, right? And that's pretty rare for taller guards. You don't really see a guard. Normally, passing guards are more point guard level, and you don't really see them. They're mainly 6'1", 6'2", but Nick Clifford's 6'6".
Yeah, Nick is
and he can pass, and he can pass at a very good level. I just think that, and again, we won the assist battle in that first quarter, 10-5, and shot 7 for 14 from 3 in that first quarter. So
literally,
yeah.
Can we talk about the environment in that first quarter?
It was great. We were jumping for joy on each Russell Westbrook 3-pointer because you just assume for it to go in now.
It was a downpour, RT.
It was a downpour.
I loved it.
Westbrook.
I loved it.
And it was so nice to be a part of.
That first quarter was definitely a back and forth run. The Thunder go on a 10-0 run. We counter with 11-2 run. Monk with 3 3-pointers in that first quarter. Absolutely electric. Shout out to our boy Puvin, who works for the Kings. He mentioned a great point. Zach LaVine couldn't get it going. I don't know if it was the first quarter where he had that. Unfortunately, it might have been the second
quarter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but anyway, Zach. I mean, with the way Russ and Monk were shooting, it was hard to get Zach going because Zach usually takes that first quarter aggressively, right? He starts getting his flow going, and in the second quarter, obviously that call happened where he stepped out of bounds, quote unquote, stepped out of bounds on a pull up 3-pointer that usually gets him going. But that first quarter was a lot of back and forth, and against a team like the Thunder, you need to be firing on all cylinders. And yeah, the environment was great. We looked like a team that was aggressive, a team that was shooting it well, and we thought it was going to be a back and forth shootout throughout the game, not just the first and second quarter.
Yeah, me and Johnny were talking about this because in the first matchup against the Thunder, we basically played a very excellent game all the way through. You can't really mess up much against the Thunder. This game, we had a great first quarter. Coming back from that 11-point deficit. Second quarter, we did good, bouncing back and forth. Then they went on that 11 lead again, but we brought it back. So we were playing glimpses of being great, but against a team as well coached and seasoned as this young Oklahoma City Thunder team, there's no room for messing up. And we messed up a ton tonight. The point differential in the paint was crazy.
Too ridiculous.
It was, what is it? Can you pull it up? I think
and then even the free throw attempts tonight that's how we lost this game, because OKC did not shoot the ball well in that first quarter. We limited OKC very effectively, right?
Yeah, we did that in the first game too. They didn't shoot too well from the 3.
No, and honestly, yeah, because when you look at the team stats, right, kind of looking at it from a landscape of things, they shot 2 for 8 in that first quarter, and we limited them. The only person that really beat us from that 3-pointer spot was Isaiah Joe, and that was the only person that really kind of got hot in general, right? And then, but again, Isaiah Hartenstein absolutely dominated us in the paint. We allowed easy layups to the cup for other opponents too. SGA was getting able to get a spot. AJ Mitchell, just can't happen. It's unacceptable.
Thunder doing Thunder things though. That's what you're gonna see out of them. The way Shea was getting to his spots, it's every single shot that he takes is a fadeaway. which isn't like necessarily like a good shot, but for Shea, that's
Treats
like,
it a layup.
That's like a layup for him, and it's like you're honestly just amazed by the way he plays. Like Maxime Reynaud is getting switched out on him, and I was like, oh, welcome to the league, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, like the way Shea's gonna just take you to school real quick. He's hitting some crazy shots, but like that's what you expect. I was impressed that we were able to, you know, like kind of limit the threes, because that's like the Thunder were a great 3-point shooting team last season. I mean, like they just haven't really been excelling that much this season by the three, but they get you in every other way. And like Hartenstein, if you pull up his field goal percentage,
dude. I mean, it was kind of wild.
Like, I don't remember.
It was kind of wild. I think he only missed like at least 4 or 5 times tonight, but I mean, it was
a career high for him.
Yeah, career high in points, rebounds. He only missed 3 shots tonight.
That's what I'm saying. Like I only saw him miss once. Like I must have went to the bathroom when he missed the other ones. Like
Hartenstein going 14 for 17 was not on my bingo card today.
I wasn't expecting him to be the one to go off, but I mean, yeah,
it was 2 different games. I feel like the first game against the Thunder, we protected the paint a lot better. They had wide open shots, like I've said in previous pods, but they missed them, which is what you want this Thunder team to do. You know, if you let the Thunder beat you, you want it to be from 3-point shooting. You don't want easy floaters from Hartenstein, easy dunks from Chet. You want them to have to make shots, and we forced them to do that the first game, and they happened to miss. Tonight, we didn't have Sabonis, so what do you think their game plan is going to be? Attack that boy, Drew Eubanks, till he fouls out, be aggressive, get in the paint, and I mean, it was clear that was their game plan with Hartenstein having a career night, right? But I think it was just two different games for sure, right?
1,000%. And we were playing a lot of zone, like forcing them to shoot. Archie, did you see a lot of zone tonight?
I probably not really from what I've seen. I don't know if you guys were able to see it as much, but
I didn't really notice it.
I didn't really notice it either. I really kind of after that fourth quarter, once Keon came in, I was like, all right,
you're kind of checking.
I was out. Yeah.
But my question is like, there's a lot of like things that were working with our team in the first half, though. Why do you think Doug kind of like strayed away from that as the game went on in the second half? Because they just took off in the third quarter. I think they ballooned it to almost 20, and like you could tell, like it was just there was so much. What did you?
I mean, to counteract that though, we did start that third quarter on a 9-0 run, and we did cut it to 7. So the game was not really out of reach at that point. We did a really good job of coming back, especially when that lean basically ballooned up by halftime. Came out of that second half and was like, all right, you know what? We can get to single digits, and then it's anybody's ball game. But OKC just did exactly what they needed to do. They started hitting their shots from deep. They started just continuing to do what's best and get Isaiah Hartenstein. SGA got really, really going in that third quarter, and I think that's what really kind of took OKC over the top was SGA getting going, because he had like 12 points, right? And you think that's pretty decent for someone that has 12 points in that second quarter, but I mean, again, it's not a surprise. When SGA gets going, this team is really good.
And he didn't even have to play the whole fourth.
No, he never plays the fourth. Never plays the fourth. He never plays the fourth.
He doesn't need to.
No.
Yeah, that's a great point, RT. I think we lost the game in the second quarter, even though we went on that run in the third. I think confidence-wise, we lost that game in the second quarter after the Thunder went on a 15-4 run to close it out, going into a 70-56 score at halftime, because I think that just made them realize we could score at will against this team. Like, you know what I mean? And then when you go in the locker room at halftime with that mindset, when you're a team like the Thunder, you're just going to keep doing what's working. And I think in that second quarter, they realized, hey, we're going to beat this team by aggressively feeding Hartenstein, by back cuts, by getting in the paint. We're not going to win by shooting, because they realized that first game that's not how not how we're going to beat this team, especially without Sabonis. So I think confidence-wise, at the end of that second quarter, that's when the Thunder were like, all right, like the Kings are our little bros. Like we could do whatever we want.
I mean,
the Thunder do that too, like a lot of teams.
For sure, but I'm saying the second quarter is when they realize like this game's out of hand. No matter if they punch back in the third, we know what's going to work after they went on that 15-4 run.
That's a good point though, because the Thunder play with so much confidence, where like basically every single opponent is, you know, that they're going into it knowing that they're better than them. But sometimes it takes a longer time for the Thunder to figure out the other team, and then like once they do, it's game over at that point. Mm-hmm. For us, you know, they figured it out pretty early. They knew how they were going to get to the finish line quicker than us. And yeah, Hartenstein, jeez, man.
Yeah, he had his career high was 6 minutes left in the third quarter. He already got his career high.
No, it was crazy. It was crazy to see. It was like I looked up, I'm like, oh my god, he's already got 20 points, 8 rebounds, and halfway through the second quarter, I'm like, wow, here we go. But yeah, I mean, we went up against the champs. We played pretty good against them the first time. Second time,
not so much.
Not so much. And they had Chet Holmgren this time, and Chet Holmgren didn't even really do much. He didn't even get going until the very end. By that point, I mean, he was in foul trouble for the majority of the part. But yeah, dude,
he was mainly a decoy tonight for Hartenstein.
Literally,
because if you're hugging Chet in the paint for a rebound, Hartenstein's going to be there, free throw line extended, just ready for a floater, wide open. So
yeah, it's tough when you don't have our main guy out there. But I do want to give some flowers to the boy. I will say this.
Oh, he threw it up. He threw it up.
He was showing love to the eulogy.
I love it. I love that.
I also said Russell Westbrook is the best thing to ever happen to Drew Eubanks' career.
Which is, I mean,
ever.
And I think Drew, he even said that, not word for word, but in the last game, he basically was interviewed by Gary Gerald saying, Russell Westbrook makes me look amazing, like it makes me look really good.
And we saw him tonight give his seat up on the bench for us.
That was a big moment.
Drew Eubanks sat on the floor when Russ got taken out late in the game to give his seat to Brody. He said, "Hey, Brody, you're feeding me. You're my chef. You're giving me all these easy layups and dunks on a silver platter. Least I can do is sit on the court, and you can get the comfy seat."
You're extending my career,
he is.
Westbrook. Take my seat.
He is, and that's why I'm excited for Drew. I love that he's contributing.
I'm proud of him, man.
One rebound today.
He's playing great offensively.
One rebound today.
One offensive rebound.
One rebound as a starting center.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Come on.
Hey, Maxime.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Come on.
We love 16 points.
But think about
16
it,
points hand delivered to you on a silver platter by a 36-year-old
on pick and rolls.
Unreal. The reason why he's
yes. Rebounding needs to be is a major issue for Drew Eubanks.
You're a center.
He's a solid rim protector, but
I would say solid. Average.
Yeah, solid. Average is right. Solid. Average.
Yeah.
Average. Solid.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, you gotta be a better rebounder, Drew. There's no excuses.
There's no excuses.
But if you look at this game when he's guarding Hartenstein and Hartenstein's making every single shot, and he's boxing him out or Chet, it's normally when a guard misses, that's his job to get the rebound. But when his guy's taking the shot, he's technically not in position to rebound. I'm not trying to make excuses because I love the guy, but
every game.
Obviously, he needs to learn how to grab those boards. I think last game was his most of the season.
With 3?
No, he had more than 3, right?
He had 5, I think.
I think he had 5 or 6. But still, the guy filling in for the center, he's playing great on those pick and rolls with Russ and catching those oops. But man, grab some boards. But
he's playing great because he's getting them delivered to him. DoorDash delivery. He doesn't even have to move. He just needs to look down and Russell put it perfectly in his hands. That's all he has to do. RT'd have 18 if he was a starting center for the Kings and played with Russ.
You know who also had 10 rebounds tonight? I want to give a major shout out to Mad Max. 10 rebounds. He ended up with
10.
He ended with 10.
That's what I'm saying. It's if Drew's not going to do it,
give it to Max.
People are out there to rebound. Russ, like we all know, humbly speaking, I'm the best rebounding guard in the entire world. Basically, he is. So he could rebound. Maxime, he did a great. I even though Max wasn't getting it going on the offensive end, I was very proud of Reno, and he had a lot. This was obviously his most used game, playing the most minutes. He probably played 20 at least.
I think 18. I think
23. I think
which is great.
Minutes.
Which is great. I mean, that's
24 minutes is
him and
great.
Drew played the same.
Damn near a double.
So him and Drew played the same amount of minutes. One had 10 rebounds. One had 1.
I know.
Come on,
not that good.
Come on, Cristo.
I'll do this. I'm paying my respects to
Drew. We want to love you so bad, and we do.
No,
we appreciate your scoring.
I do,
but please just grab a board. Just more than 3.
I think Johnny and I are just being fair.
Double your average.
Fair.
Double your average.
We're being fair. Our backup. Okay. Going from Jonas Valanciunas to Drew. I mean, it's like night and day. I mean, they're different players. Don't get me wrong. Drew arguably finishes around the rim a little bit better, but I just miss Valanciunas just elbows out, boxing out people, just sucking in boards.
But Drew will get up and block some big shots. He pinned one against the backboard tonight. He swatted one out of bounds. I don't know. He makes up where he's lacking, I think. Rebounding, obviously, but like, what do you expect from him? Like, do you expect him to be
We don't expect a double
machine?
We
Like, what do
expect
you
more than 3.
Of course.
At least our floor is 5. As a starting center, at least 5.
Correct.
At least. We're not asking you to
Let's
get
challenge
triple doubles.
him. Let's challenge him.
Let's go. I know he's listening.
I know he's capable. We all know he's capable.
Yeah.
I think he's exceeding expectations by far.
Scoring? Yes, scoring. But that is one aspect of your game.
I know.
There's a lot more to the game.
I don't know. I'm impressed by the shot blocking. Dude, the fact that he posterized Chet Holmgren, were you expecting that on your bingo card tonight? Not a chance. So, yes, he could do some things on the offensive end. Yes. But every single player on our team is lacking in some part. I'm just saying. I will stick up for the eulogy stands out there. I will stick up for him.
I don't know.
But yeah,
big players.
Drew, rebound the damn ball.
Just rebound the damn ball.
I'm sticking up for you every single chance I get, but just help me out by rebounding the damn ball.
Just rebound.
See, that's what we're asking for. That's what we're asking for,
A
Christo.
16-5
Like,
stat line.
here's the. Let me. I don't want to cut you off, but that's like you're holding you. I know that you are holding him accountable because you love him.
I love him so much.
That's all we ask.
So like when
that's
you
all we
guys
ask.
talk
You're
about it, I'm
blinded
like,
with love. You're blinded.
I am.
You're not thinking.
But we're being
logically.
realistically. Yes.
Thank you. He's not thinking logically.
Well, when I talked to Drew Eubanks in the pods on Love Is Blind, I mean, I fell in love with him right away. I mean, like, what do you expect from me? What do you
I
expect?
would be much happier with this 16-point performance if it was 16-4, 16-5. I'd be much happier. I'd be like, oh God, Drew, I love you so much. 4 more boards.
I don't know, dude, but he almost tore the house down with that poster.
That was nasty.
That was nice.
Insane.
That was nasty. And then I wanted. I know they're friends, but I wanted a little scuffle. I wanted him and Hartenstein just to have a little scuffle,
me too.
a little push.
I thought
you know
it was
what
going to
I mean?
happen, but then they started.
I know they're too
Well,
nice.
Hartenstein's too nice.
Jonas would have beat his ass. Jonas would not have been that friendly. I want that out of my backup big or starting
true.
big tonight. But
That's
I want
true.
that out of my big. Yeah, Drew, be a little mean, Drew. Be a little mean.
He's got it in him.
I don't know.
He's kind of a goof, but in a good way. But like he could turn up that energy and turn it into aggression.
I want my big to be a dog. I want a Rashawn Holmes. I want a Jonas.
So what is Drew?
Quincy
Is he
Acey.
like a little Papillon?
Drew's like
Is he a Papillon?
he's like a little golden retriever. He's like a little smiley.
It's a good
retriever.
comparison. I like that.
You know, like he's
He's not going to bother anybody.
not gonna bother anybody.
I think he's
but he's big.
He's like a beagle.
A beagle.
Super cute.
Dude, are you in love with Drew Eubanks?
There, I said
Do
it.
you think he's hot?
Well, yeah.
Oh God.
All right, here we go. So, RT, since you were at home taking notes on the game like a good student that we asked for you tonight,
Yes.
when breaking it down and you seeing the Thunder just balloon the lead up to the 20s, up to the 30s at one point, what did this make you think of the team? And like, do you think it like ruined the morale, or do you think we'll bounce back from a loss like this?
I think we'll be fine bouncing back from this, but it's a problem. I think this is no surprise. This is a bottom 10 defense in the NBA.
Oh, I think we're
bottom 5.
I think we're bottom 5.
Bottom 5.
And we're bottom 5 in rebounding, which Drew Eubanks is not, helping out. Helping out in that
So
part.
I just think that, to me, we are I think we're a top half of the offense, right? A solid offense, but good Lord, are we bad on defense, because size is such an issue for us.
I feel like even if we had size, it wouldn't.
I don't think it
necessarily
mattered.
change, because the way that we're always a step slow on every single cut, on every single action that the opposing team is throwing at us, we're always late. And it's like we have to play perfect on offense in order to win these games.
Yeah, that's been the theme all year.
That's literally what it's going to be. And like, I think that's the perfect segue, because something that was great was the man in year 18. The guy that was overlooked. I think this is time for our Russell Westbrook segment, where we could show so much love to this man, because my God. Is he the best player on the Sacramento Kings? RT,
Yes.
Johnny, is Russell Westbrook the best player on our team?
Yes. 100%.
I think he's the most impactful by far,
Yes.
because the way he does so many different things, the way he could score the ball, dude, the way he's shooting is blowing my mind.
He's our starting power. He's our starting power forward. He's our starting power forward.
Crazy.
He played 35 minutes. Second leading minutes, 28. And he played 35. No one else played 30 minutes.
He just wants it. And I want to give a massive shout out to Marcellus because
What did
he
he
had
say?
a tweet that I fell in love with. He just said this: letting Russ be Russ is the only thing keeping us above water right now.
Russ gonna do what he wants.
Maybe we should low-key build around him as our starting point guard for the next 2 years. What do we have to lose? We got nothing to lose.
That's true.
Shouts out Marcellus. Come back on the pod. He wants to come back, by the way.
Yeah, we would love it.
We'll have. I think it'll be like the year anniversary in December. So maybe
Let's
we'll
bring
have
him back
on the same day every year. But Marcellus brought up a great point. I think that's what we all want.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I know it's a small sample size, but this guy is proven year after year after year after year after year times 18. I want to give him the keys.
I think he likes playing here too. I think he loves
I think he likes the underdog story too.
I think he does.
I heard that's one of the reasons why he signed with us is because he wanted to prove everyone wrong. Like he wanted to join this team because everyone's been doubting us.
It's crazy to think a guy we signed a month ago, almost less than that, is a fan favorite, our best player, and really the only person that like we hold on to. Like we want to hold on to beyond this trade deadline. You know what I mean? Like
1000%.
There's nobody else that we're like, oh man, I want him to stay for the rest of the year or next year. You know,
I want him to retire here. I want him to play out his entire career here because I don't want any other NBA team to have what we have right now.
no.
It's so dude.
I want him through a rebuild. I want him on a contender. I just want Russell on our team
and
because
it's
he does so
crazy.
much.
It's so crazy that no other franchise was willing to even give him a chance.
None.
It's so crazy.
None.
And the fact that he was tied to us the whole offseason, it's just even.
It's crazier.
It was meant to be. It was meant
It was
to be.
crazy. But shout out Precious Achua. I think he did a lot. He only had 16 minutes tonight. Didn't shoot the best from the field, but he had 4 points, 4 rebounds. He was the only positive player, plus minus wise, on our team. So I want to say I'm loving the Precious Achua minutes. I know it's only been a couple of games, but I'm really liking his hustle. I'm liking his aggressiveness on the boards, and he can handle the ball a little bit. So and he took some threes tonight.
I like that.
He did. So I know we're just talking about Russ, but I'm really liking Precious as an addition. I think it's going to show. He's going to keep showing that he's a good sign.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm glad he's here.
I'll
that
take
and
it.
one, bro. That and one he had where he was
That was
lighting up
tough.
the crowd. That was tough.
That was tough.
That was tough.
It's
And
those type of
who assisted it?
Russ.
Yep.
Because Russ
Russ was kind of firing up the crowd in that first quarter too.
Oh yeah.
There was a moment where he hit like a 3 in front of the OKC bench, and he was like kind of talking. He was
Bro.
talking to him, and he was firing up the crowd.
Every time he does that, my nipples get hard.
Hey, resume.
What? They do.
I've seen Christos just did that too. Christos got hard too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can cut ice with these things.
I think I'm gonna say a bold claim
Do it.
for the next foreseeable future. This signing is gonna be the most important thing that we've done for this franchise. We basically got him for free.
Yep.
Now let's extend him. Make Sacramento a home for him. Keep making Russ be Russ.
Dare I say it? Build around Russ. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
We literally have nothing to lose, and like having a guy of his caliber doing what he's doing at this late of a stage in his career. It's
So good.
But it's a fan base and I think that's what's important to him is it's a fan base that appreciates him. And Russ fans want Russ to be appreciated. Right? They don't want him to be this bench role, even though he was doing well in Denver as a bench role. But Houston didn't really appreciate him. The Wizards didn't. I mean, he was putting up numbers. The Lakers hated him. He is playing for a team and a fan base that appreciates what he's doing
and wants him to do what he
wants him to be Russ.
But we can't forget about the Clippers either. They phased Russ out for Terrence Mann, who was no longer on this team.
Yeah,
That's a good.
That's a
point,
great point, RT.
They phased him out.
Russ just wants to be wanted. He wants to be loved. And the 916, the Kings community, they're saying, "Hug me, brother," and they're embracing him.
Hug me, brother.
That's right. Well, and a shout out to Russ Twitter because
RT.
we
Let him know.
last night Johnny was scrolling on Twitter, and then he found a Twitter clip
Yep.
that somebody clipped us from last episode.
Let's shout the account out. Brody Russ.
Brody Russ. Shout out to Brody Russ.
Russell Goatbrook.
Yeah, I mean, incredible. And
that was awesome.
That was like
We
so
love seeing
awesome.
that.
That
We
was
love
incredible.
seeing that.
And then I would go out and DM him. I was like, hey, that was me in the intro. And it was like, hey, dude, thank you again for all the support. But yeah, Russ fans are definitely some of the most passionate fans in the league because Russ has been so good for so long, right? I think everybody kind of going back from when Russ was in his prime and getting an MVP, he was in discussions with Curry fans and all those things too, right? You can kind of tell, like, if you're a Russ fan or a Curry fan, you can kind of tell who was who. But having Russell Westbrook on our team and having such a rabid fan base really support what we do. We just want to give a massive shout out to Russ fans. So major shout out.
Russ fans, we want you along for this journey with us because we're having the time of our lives right now. Even though we're 3-6, being in that arena tonight, seeing what that guy does with your own eyes, it is unreal. To think Oklahoma City fans back in those days got to see that greatness year after year after year, and we're getting it at the tail end, and we're still like mesmerized. What a gift!
Yeah, I think
dude, it's like I'm grateful. I'm so grateful to have him on our team. He's making this year when it was not supposed to be anything. He's making it like so enjoyable.
Imagine this year without him. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like,
it would be so boring.
It just wouldn't be like what do you cling on to? Obviously, like we don't want to take away from like Levine being spectacular, but like outside of that, and if we didn't have number 18.
I think Russ fans and
crazy
Kings fans,
to think about. It's honestly crazy.
Russ fans and Kings fans think so similarly because I think we both really appreciate effort. We appreciate passion. We appreciate energy on the court. And people who, love Russ and are fans of Russ, they will root for that no matter where he goes. And his last stops, he hasn't really been able to show that. So I think it's really a perfect fit where Kings fans want that energy player. They want someone that gives effort. Russ epitomizes that. Right, he is the poster boy for giving effort, for giving it his all, for giving 100%. Russ fans love that, and Kings fans love that. So I think it's a perfect pair, and it's going to continue for as long as Russ is a King.
No, it's crazy to think like Kings fans have been getting excited about those hustle players, those energy guys, like throughout for the past like 20 years. Let's just name a few.
Rashawn Holmes,
Quincy Acey.
Oh, Quincy Acey for sure.
Snake Laravia.
Yeah, even Jake's short time here, we were loving that. But none of those guys, and I'm sure we could list like so many more. Like,
even Malik Monk,
Oh yeah, but like even outside of like that era, like the Kangs, like the guys that are only Kings fans know, like we love. And now a guy that is embodying what they did, but he's a multi-time All-Star MVP, average triple doubles for 4 years in a row. Like it's this guy doing it now.
Yeah, he can do all that and give you a triple double
and
drop 28
doing it in front of a fan base that like is obsessed with that type of effort. And
that's why I think it's a match made in heaven. Russ fans, Kings fans, we all think alike. We all appreciate effort and hustle. And let's keep it going.
Let's ride it, dude.
Let's keep it going. Win or lose, let's see Russ be happy. Let's see Russ be free. And I guarantee you it's going to lead to more wins than losses. I guarantee you.
And just let Russ be Russ. That's all it is.
Russ going to do what he wants.
Russ going to do what he wants. Russ going to do what he wants. Russ going to do what he wants.
Be true, Eubanks. That's all he's got.
Hey, but you know what? Listen.
He brought the baby tonight, too.
He did. He did it early. In that, I think it was the first quarter, second quarter. He did it. Yeah,
it was first half. It was first half.
It was first half.
I have a question for you guys.
Yes,
there is, believe it or not, there are Russell Westbrook haters.
Really,
people that
Laker fans.
No, like I even think in the Kings, fan universe.
Oh, I agree.
That are not a fan of a game. They don't think he plays winning basketball. They don't like. What do you guys have to say to those that don't believe in
you don't know ball. I think.
Whoa.
I think because you can't watch what Russ is doing and say that that's a negative asset on your team. He's literally shooting lights out. He's our best shooter, arguably, percentage-wise, as far as like volume goes. He's shooting lights out. He's rebounding. He's giving the most effort out of anybody on the floor. And on top of that, he's dropping dimes. So I don't see Russ as a negative asset at all on this team. I don't think he's playing losing ball. I think he needs more support around him. So I completely disagree with any Kings fan saying that Russ is a negative asset this year. I really completely disagree.
I'm with you, and I think also I had a discussion with that where somebody was mentioning that Russ is inconsistent. Yes and no, right? There are games where he may not shoot the ball well, but inconsistency does not mean energy. It's two different things, right? When you look at what Russell Westbrook does, he can impact the game in so many levels. If he's not shooting the ball well, what's he going to do? Rebound and pass, right? He's going to get other teammates involved. He knows his role. He's going to play hard-nosed defense. He may not shoot insanely well, but he may have a breakaway dunk and a steal that gets the crowd fired up and gets the whole team fired up. There's a difference between that because we look at so many players. There are so many great players, right? And we think offensive production. It goes so far beyond shooting splits. It goes way beyond over how much they're averaging points-wise, right? And their field goal percentage. It's how you can impact a game in a whole sense, right? We look at a great example of this is Tim Duncan. He has the highest plus minus of all time. He's not the most flashy scorer, but he wins games by playing the game the right way. And I think Russell Westbrook is in year 18 because he plays the game the exact right way by letting Russ be Russ. That's just kind of what I have to say.
That was very well said. That was beautifully said. And it's funny that you compared him to Tim Duncan because, Russ is playing power forward for us. And so it sounds like you're saying he's the Sacramento Timmy D.
Maybe, right?
Crazy
right?
Yeah. But yeah, I just want to put this out there. The amount of happiness and the amount of enjoyment Russ is bringing to the city right now, imagine not having that. Like, in any other universe, we're not supposed to have this guy on our team. Like, Johnny said to me, like, after I think he made his third three in the first quarter. He looked at me, he's like, "Is this real life?" And I'm like, I don't know how this is. Like, I can't explain it to you how this is real because this was not supposed to happen. Like, this is not supposed to happen right now. And for the people out there that don't enjoy this, I don't even know how to have a conversation about it because it's like, do you just not like basketball?
Right.
like if you just simplify everything, take winning out of it, take anything, like just simplify it as much as just what he could do on the court. How could you not want a guy like that representing your city?
Right. It's more than just the stats, and he's producing stats too. Like they're a great stat line.
I don't think
and
they're
he's giving
empty
energy.
Stats. They're not empty stats.
Not at all.
Because a lot of NBA players can provide empty stats, and I do not think that. I do not.
Dude.
It's true. I don't think.
No, there's some people that come to mind. There's some people that come to mind.
I just don't think Russ is. Russ, you can't categorize him as
Russ needed help tonight.
And people will say he's never won a title. It's a very small pool of
NBA champions,
great players that have won champions.
Chris Paul's never won a title, and they say he's a top 10 point guard of all time.
John Stockton
never won a title.
We could do this list forever.
You have to.
There's so many, but it's like you can't.
It has to be the right fit.
Hold that against Russell Westbrook,
especially Russ, because he stayed loyal to the Thunder for so long. Right, he stayed loyal through a rebuild, through Durant leaving. So yeah, you can't compare apples to apples to different people's careers.
1,000%.
But Russ needs some help. You're not going to win a lot of games with Levine shooting 3 for 5. Why the hell is Levine shooting 5 times? Why the hell is he only?
He only shot once in that first quarter.
5 field goal attempts from Levine and 0 for 10 for Dennis. Why is our top scorer shooting 5 times in a cup game? What is wrong with Zach? What is wrong with him?
What's wrong with Dennis?
What's wrong? I mean,
that's
Zach has the credibility. Zach has the credibility and the hierarchy to say, "Get me the ball and get the hell out of the way." He can even say that to Russ at this point. Give me the ball, get out the hell of the way. Let me win this game for us.
And Russ would do.
This has been 2 games in a row where Zach's just taking the back burner, saying, "Hey, everyone else go." No, we need you to be aggressive again.
And if it's like an injury thing, like sit out because it's early in the season. Like Zach has been an injury guy for majority of his whole career. So it's like, if that's the case, then he should be sitting out. Like Sabonis is a guy that plays so many games and he's even sitting out. So I don't know what it is with Zach, honestly, because
5 field goal attempts.
That's on. Like when you're at the game, like you don't really see those things. And I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's not like, I mean, he was 2 for 3 from 3-pointers, so it's like it's not like it's like, oh, I shot 5 threes and didn't make any, like let me stop. Like, no, you're actually making your shots. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, wow. I did notice Schroeder was getting to the cup a lot, just it wasn't falling, and he shot some open threes.
0 for 10.
I know, like so.
Oh
like,
no!
But at least Schroeder was like,
he was trying.
At least he was getting to the attempts.
It was like Dion Waiters.
So why doesn't Levine do that?
It was like Dion Waiters,
and Schroeder,
dude.
Minus 24, minus 25, worst on the team,
And then Schroeder was a 0 on defense.
Yeah,
Keon,
getting blown by AJ Mitchell.
I want to talk about this.
He went back to his step slow ways.
I want to talk about this because people. I was scrolling through Twitter before coming here, and
as always,
people were moaning, bitching about Keon Ellis not getting minutes, and people were saying that Keon Ellis should have gotten minutes over Dennis tonight. And
we
with them
about that in it was the other bad Schroeder game. We were like, why isn't Keon subbing in for him?
Right.
Same story.
And I completely agree with King's Twitter.
It makes no sense.
Because Keon Ellis did more tonight. He outscored Dennis and played less minutes.
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder had 2 free throws made. He was 0 for 10 from the field. That is unacceptable.
You know what happens too when you put Keon in and take out Dennis? The ball's in Russ's hands more. Which we've seen. Good things tend to happen when Russ has, the reins to the offense. So no clue what's going on in our coaching staff's head and Doug Christie's head, or whoever's making the subs. No idea what's going on when Dennis is shooting this poorly and Keon can't come in before the fourth.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because I'm like, it's the coaching staff's decision to make these substitutions. Mm-hmm. And it's not Doug, because you see Doug standing like near the half court line and someone's calling a player to run up. Mm-hmm. And so it's not, I don't know which coach is making those decisions, because
we know some coaches have it laid out. Some have it, more organized. I mean, Desmond Bain just called out his coach saying, Taylor Jenkins and the Grizzlies coach had a precise game plan. And then they asked him, what's going on in Orlando. He said, Coach Mosley doesn't have the same, it's just different than what he's used to. So we know there's some coaches, and like Mike Brown's the same way. He has his lineups set on playing time, but like you said, it seems like things are just unorganized right now. We're going with flow, and even if we are going through with flow, it's not like Dennis is having a great game. I would understand Keon coming in the fourth if Dennis is having a lights out game. He's playing awesome, but that wasn't the case tonight. So it makes you question who's making these calls.
Yeah, it makes you think, like, are they not seeing what we're seeing? It's like everyone who's watching the game tonight could see that Schroeder's not having it. And there's even been times when players aren't having it, and then they say, oh, no, like, let him stay. Like, I think Zach LaVine had this going on with Malik Monk. Normally, like, Zach checks in at a certain point, and then he told Doug, no, keep Malik in. He's going off. So it's like, I don't know if, like, there's a disconnect between, like, the bench and the coaching staff right now, or, like, there's something, because those type of things, that probably wouldn't have fixed the outcome of the game in all reality, but it would have helped.
Dennis was guarding Shea the whole game pretty much, and
so
he dropped 30 on his head. So you might as well throw another defender at him, right?
Right?
Yeah. Give Keon. This game would have been a lot closer if Keon played in that second quarter.
And just say, hey, guard Shea. Like, you don't even like. We know Keon can shoot, but like, throw him at Shea. Why not? Dennis isn't working. He's just posting up Dennis the whole time.
Like, tell Keon to go in and just pick up Shea 94 feet just to tire him out.
Exactly.
Like,
Keon will do that.
Like, of course he will. So it's just
we saw it 2 years ago against Steph.
Yeah. So it's like, that's my big question point, is like,
I don't get it.
That's something that I won't understand either. But yeah, I guess you gotta just give it up to the champs. I mean, they're 9-1 for a reason. They've only lost back-to-back games twice or 3 times the entire season last year. So they don't lose back-to-backs often. They lost a bad game against Portland before going into this, so you knew that they were gonna come in guns a-blazing against us, and that's what they did. The Kings fall to 3-6. Next game is on Sunday.
Got Minnesota.
Is it Sunday?
Sunday. Yeah.
Where's it?
Here, Minnesota.
No, it's on Sunday.
It is Sunday. Yeah, because then we have Denver Tuesday and then Atlanta Wednesday.
Oh, okay. I was getting confused with the Denver game because the Denver game's at 8.
Dude, okay, can I just say about this? I shout out to NBC and Peacock, right? I shout out to Prime. National TV has been, for the NBA, been a hit, right? But my only gripe that I have is that 8 o'clock start time. Are we serious right now? People in the East Coast that want to watch the Kings have to watch it at 11 o'clock. Like, what are we doing? I'm sorry, but this was the only miss. If they started at 4 and 7, you know how like TNT would used to do it, then I think it would be fine. 11 o'clock Eastern, you got to be a basketball sicko to watch it. Shout out Deuce and Mo.
That's not Deuce and Mo.
And there are some major sickos, but even those guys, they end at 12. Golden One will probably be done by like 10:30, damn near 11.
Yeah, but it's gonna be late night for us. We're on the Pacific Standard Time. So for all those Kings fans out in the East, hey, we got a lot of love for you. I know we got some East Coast people watching. So
yes, we do.
Shouts out to you guys staying up till damn near 2 a.m. to support a Kings game.
Drink decaf while they watch the game or something.
Dude,
sip on some coffee.
No, that is crazy. But I think before we end, let's just do a quick little. We haven't done one of these yet.
Oh, a little post.
Because now we're close to 10 games in. Let's just kind of get a landscape of the NBA because it's.
Oh, I haven't done this in a while.
It's kind of crazy.
Man.
I mean, before we hop off the Timberwolves preview, 40-point win against the Jazz tonight. Timberwolves beat the Jazz by 40 and almost had a 40-point game. He had 37.
Yeah, because he's back.
So
that's a perfect pulse check. So now we know where
considering that we barely squeaked by the Jazz, we're about to play a team that just beat them by 40 pretty soon. So just wanted to throw that out there.
And Anthony Edwards loves playing the GMC.
Rudy Gobert's healthy. Everyone's pretty healthy on that team.
Anthony Edwards loves playing at the Golden One Center. Said it. He said it multiple times during the Beam Team year. He loves playing at the G1C.
Especially during cup games.
Yep.
Wait,
yikes!
Is it a cup game on?
It is a cup game.
No, not on Sunday.
I was about to say, man.
No, our next cup game is on Friday. Then we play Minnesota next Friday
for the cup.
Yep.
Okay. Archie, can you just give us a little bit of rundown, some highlights from the NBA?
Okay, so I
think
the biggest story this year so far through the first 3 weeks. I'm going to go with the Chicago Bulls.
Yes,
I'm going to go with the Chicago Bulls. Even though they lost tonight to the Milwaukee Bucks, they're 6-2. They beat some pretty good teams. They beaten Philly. They beaten the Knicks, right? Some really good competitive. Every single game has been competitive for them. They've beaten the Pistons, who are above them in the standings right now. They're the number 1 seed.
Whoa.
Yeah, Pistons are number 1 seed, by the way.
They're on like a big win streak right now.
Yeah,
right?
5-game win streak. So
good for them.
Yeah, major shout out. Philly looks a lot better. Shout out VJ Edgecombe. He looks like the Rookie of the Year favorite right now. I think the East is kind of expected for the most part.
I like the East right now.
I think the East is fun.
As an NBA fan is fun because East doesn't really matter to the to a Kings fan as much, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from them, from all those Eastern teams. I mean, Orlando, that's a crazy storyline. Like they went all in, with the Desmond Bane trade, and that's backfiring so far. The Atlanta Hawks,
I was about to say them too.
Atlanta Hawks are falling deep, so it's like
Toronto's playing really well too.
Yeah, I mean, season's young. They're both 4 and 5. They're both 4 and 5.
Milwaukee, everybody thought that they were going to drop off. They're 6-3. Giannis is basically. He's playing like the MVP frontrunner.
Ryan Rollins is having a most improved player.
He's him. And then obviously I think the big thing in the East as well, Indiana 1-7. That's kind of the other big mark, and Boston's right there too.
What's Boston at?
4-6.
4-6.
But they'll figure it out. They'll be in the play-in conversation at least, in my opinion. But enough of the East. Yeah. It's time to talk about the West.
Wild West.
Because my God,
how about the Trailblazers?
Yeah,
dude,
shout out
I've been
Trailblazers.
Talking so high about them to so many people.
With everything going on this season too.
I think they're probably like, screw Chauncey. Let's show him how good we are. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, they have a good young team. Donovan Klingham's him. He gives them a lot of good rim protection, and he's a rock there for them. And Drew Holiday's giving them great minutes.
I think that team is extremely deep too, and they don't really talk about it that much. I think
they're very
down
good.
the roster. That team is
Jeremy Grant's having a great season.
Tamani Kamara,
Yep.
Denny Adavita.
Oh,
That's a team you got to
He
worry
could be an
about.
all-star this year.
I think,
He
yeah.
could be an all-star.
Yeah.
You got to worry about the Trailblazers because they have a bunch of guys that they hustle. Number one, they give a lot of effort, but they have a bunch of guys that can cook you.
Yeah.
And they're a team. They're a real team. They're not one star or anything like that.
I mean, they're lengthy. They're lengthy, too.
I think Portland could be anyone.
Yeah.
If they get hot at the right time, if they keep playing the way they're doing and they have good seating, look out for whoever's playing them.
I think so,
That's
too.
such a tough defensive matchup. Going up against Portland, good Lord. That's like a Kings matchup nightmare.
Yeah.
Like literally, like our
Achilles heels is size.
Yeah, and historically we've played terrible against lengthy teams, and oh god, I'm not looking forward to our Portland.
No.
Normally I was like, oh, Portland, that's gonna be an easy win, but now I'm like, dude, they're cooking over there.
Yeah.
At the Rose Garden.
But
Nuggets look really good too. Aaron Gordon looks revitalized. Spurs are obviously doing great things this year.
and that's without De'Aaron. They get him
Fox
tomorrow.
is coming back tomorrow.
No.
Yeah. So they're going to be a problem. Spurs I think are going to be a top 3 seed.
They should
For
be.
sure.
They should be top 4. Dallas. Let's talk about Dallas.
Thank you.
They
I was
can't
about to
figure
say
it
that
out.
next.
They can't figure it out. D'Angelo Russell's not.
health too.
D'Angelo Russell has not been an asset for them whatsoever this year. I don't think they can figure out rotations. I think they're relying too much on Coop. Obviously, the AD injury doesn't help you, but their season's just been a disaster. As far as like expectations go for that team, and I said on the pod I thought they were one of my surprise teams, even without Kyrie. But I think the AD injury hurts them quite a bit.
Yeah, ESPN was saying that Dallas is one of the favorites to come out of the West, and they're probably regretting those words. RT, can you just give us a little West
I guess I'll talk
breakdown of
sure.
just 1 to 15. I just want to kind of see where
Okay.
West is shaking out.
Yeah, so one, obviously, OKC.
Mm-hmm.
2 is the Lakers. Played a great game against the Spurs.
Oh, we didn't even talk about them. I mean, I hate talking about them.
We don't got.
Yeah.
I will say this.
We don't got to talk about.
I'm very surprised. Very surprised at how well they're playing right now.
Aiden's been their X factor.
Shout out JJ Redick. That's a coach of the year candidate.
Yep.
That's a coach of the year candidate. They're so lucky they have.
He
Anyways.
probably locked himself in a room all summer long. He's like, I'm gonna figure this team out.
Yeah, well, he
And that's what
coaches
he did.
them. There was a clip on YouTube where Jackson Hayes, missed an assignment. He grilled the shit out of him, takes him out. That's accountability from a head coach.
No, he was yelling too.
He was yelling at
Did
him.
they play
Like,
with
what the
each
fuck are
other
you doing?
in New Orleans?
They
might have. They might
Maybe.
have. They might have overlapped, which is really funny because they were former teammates, and then
I think so,
I
right?
think they might have overlapped. I mean, we could probably check, but you check.
I
while
thi-
our team
yeah,
keeps
yeah.
going.
And then obviously the Spurs at 6-2, Denver at 4th at 6-2, Portland 5th, 5-3,
Good for them.
Houston 5-3, in 6th place. Then play-in teams: Minnesota at 7, Golden State 5-5, then Phoenix at 4-5.
They did play together in New Orleans for 2 years.
Wow, dude, that's
Damn.
so funny. That's actually for 2 years.
For 2
dude.
years.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Memphis, the 10 seed. Then the Clippers are the 11 seed, and then us at 12. Then Utah took a couple of. Then they're at 13. Then the New Orleans Pelicans at 14. That's another team that has been kind of following expectations.
Oh my gosh, they were 0-6
and then they
this
traded
year.
away their picks. They traded away their picks to Atlanta,
So they don't control.
and it's
their
unprotected.
future.
Yeah.
No, the New Orleans, Joe Dumars has got to be investigated for malpractice with the moves that he's made.
It's so crazy.
Starting with the Dyson Daniels giveaway to the
Dude.
picks trades. Like the New Orleans Pelicans make Vlade Divac look like like Albert Einstein. Literally. Joe Dumars is they need to be investigated with what he's been doing to that franchise.
Dude, they make Vivek Ranadive look like Albert Schweitzer. You know what I mean? Like that's the Pelicans franchise. I saw something too the other day, and it's like they're doing like a soft fan. They're like phasing out the fans. They're not doing bobblehead nights anymore. They're doing less promo for the Pelicans.
dude. But their attendance has been like historically terrible.
I know.
Like I remember, like
They could be relocated very shortly.
they could be a team on the way out. Which I mean, and they're one of the newer teams, right? Like
yeah.
it's just, dude.
It's a football city. It's a football city.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's a freaking
dude, the Saints are
jambalaya city. It's a beignet city.
It is a gumbo city. Like,
gumbo
let's be
city.
real. Let's be real. That's a jazz city too.
I think, okay, what stood out to me out of the West standings, I would say the Grizzlies is a team to watch, obviously, for obvious reasons. I think the Clippers being at 11th is interesting.
Well, Kawhi's out.
He got when?
He's out. He's been injured, but I think he comes back.
He's been playing great
Kawhi, when he's healthy, he's great. But yeah, Kawhi Leonard, he is out. He is out with a ankle injury, and he will be most likely not available until November 10th.
Do you see how bad Bradley Beal played in Phoenix without Kawhi and Harden? He was like 1 for 15 or something like that.
no.
Yeah, it's about to get ugly really fast.
He's been playing awful.
No, yeah, dude, the West is crazy because I think when we were doing our predictions, like we had a lot of teams that we thought were going to be better or playing a lot worse. I always thought Portland was going to be up there. San Antonio is a hit so far, but Dallas being down, Clippers being down. It's just interesting.
I think a team to keep our eye on is the Phoenix Suns. I think they start out the season slow, but Jalen Green's back. Mark Williams is healthy and playing good. Jalen Green with 29 points in his first game
Unreal.
back.
He played great.
I think the Suns are going to be a much better team than they started out the year. I know they started out and struggled a little bit, but I think they're 4-5 now. I think they have the potential to be a problem.
And they're a better team than on paper than advertised. I think Booker and Jalen Green, I mean, those are just two incredible scoring threats.
Yeah.
They're like what we have, but younger. You know?
Yes.
what I mean?
Yes.
It's like,
yes.
It's like a Kings team, but
in a time machine
with a good timeline.
Yeah.
With a timeline that makes more sense.
Well, they're scary too because they have vets and young guys. Like they have Ryan Dunn, the center Uchi.
Come on, Wallawash.
Yeah. So
Uchi
Uchi Malawach. But they're a mix of old and young guys, I think. And Mark Williams still fairly young, Jalen Green still fairly young. So I want Phoenix to do bad, but I don't know,
dude.
They're gonna thrive with Jalen Green back.
They could be a playing team for sure. Like no question. Yeah, but 10 games in, let's check back in 20 because things are gonna shake up. We'll see. Barty, where do you think the Kings land in the next 10 games? Now we're 12. Where do you think we'll be?
Oh God, I feel like we'll probably stay where we are. Yeah, I don't think it'll be any worse because Dallas and New Orleans just look terrible. I think Utah is slowly coming back down to earth. The Clippers, I think, will be fine. I think the Grizzlies could have a big losing streak coming up. I think the Suns.
The vibes are off.
I think the Suns could be
Cedric Howard.
Yeah, Cedric Howard's great.
He's very good. Memphis is good.
I don't know. It's just I think. All
right, here's our next 10 games.
Chemistry play. Well,
next
our 10 games are not.
Yeah, not favorable.
Timberwolves, Nuggets, Hawks, Timberwolves again, Spurs, Thunder, Grizzlies, Nuggets, Timberwolves again.
Dude,
that's.
Just get me out of November.
What? That's the only. You know what? The only favorable game that we have. There's actually two.
I see Atlanta.
Right
now, Trey that could help us.
Then there's one more. There's one more.
Grizzlies?
Yeah, Grizzlies.
Yeah. Well,
but even then, that's Grizzlies at home, and the Grizzlies have played well at home this year.
Oh, Grizzlies! We're playing
at Grizzlies at
FedEx.
All right, before we close out, 10-game prediction. I'll say 3-7.
That was my prediction too. 3-7.
Because we'll win one of the ones we're not supposed to, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going 2-8. I think we beat Atlanta and then one of the Memphis games.
So hypothetically, if those are correct, the Kings would be 6 and
6 and 14. 14? Yeah, 6 and 14.
Oof. Not an ideal.
No, 6 and 13.
We're 2 and.
Oh yeah, 6 and 13 because that's 7. Yeah, 6 and 13. Well,
we need to be healthy. We need Keegan Murray back and Sabonis back to really give me confidence going against these.
Yeah, the Kings aren't going to make a decision on their trajectory for the whole season until after they see at least 10 to 20 games with Keegan.
Yeah,
and I think Keegan will be ready after November is done. So after these 20 games, then we'll kind of see where we're off. If Keegan could magically bring this team back to 500, we'll see. Yeah. And if he can't, Then
We'll get it. Well, I mean, we'll get him when we're 6-18.
Then we build around Russ.
Build around Russ, baby.
Build around Russ, Keegan, and Nick Clifford.
And Maxine.
Why not?
I like it.
We'll see.
Well, give Maxine
We'll see
some
what
G League
happens.
tick. Give Maxine some G League tick. It's good.
Yep.
For him.
Yes.
Well, before we close out, I do want to say that we have a Kings Trivia Night that was just announced today. That will be on the day before Thanksgiving. A lot of people outside of Sacramento will be flying in that day. I thought that would be perfect. Yeah, I already know one special guest that will be there. But if you're coming to Sacramento for the holidays, if you're staying in Sacramento for the holidays, come to Kings Trivia Night at Mojo's on November 26th at 7 p.m. during the Kings vs. Suns Cup game, which would be so much fun because the home opener, even though we lost, that was one of the greatest ways to kick off the season. And also, there's some fun videos coming out very soon because the Queen.
Yeah, shout out to you guys.
The Queen blessed the community once again, and we captured everything tonight, and you'll see it soon.
Get your tissues ready. This one's gonna make you cry.
Of happiness.
Happiness.
Tears, joy, and happiness.
All right, Russell Westbrook fans, we love you so much.
And always subscribe and follow us on Instagram.
And drop a like on the video. And don't forget, use your hype points.
Oh, yeah, the high points are new
High
on
points
YouTube.
are good, yeah.
Yeah, hype us up, man.
Let's
Drop a
go.
like.
Hype
Let's
it
go.
up. Leave some comments. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. Spotify too. Nah,
Oh,
YouTube's better.
yeah.
I like watch the visual. You could see.
You can see our passion.
You need to see the body language of when we're talking about Russell Westbrook.
Hashtag body language.
Hashtag body language.
Never forget, if you were a fan last year, comment hashtag body language if you made it this far to the pod.
What were we? I don't even remember what we were talking about then. We've talked about a lot of stuff on the podcast. All right.
All right. I'll
Have
see
a
you
wonderful
tomorrow.
night. Happy Saturday.